I got liquidated on Aave once and lost over $50,000 because I made one critical mistake with my health factor. Today, I'm showing you that mistake plus 4 others that are costing Aave users thousands of dollars right now and exactly how to avoid them. Hello, my name is Davis. I am the founder of DeFi Orbit and I'm about to show you how you can level up on Aave. Let's go. Number 1, do not borrow your max borrow capacity. So as you guys already know, if you watch our crash course, your health factor is technically how much money you supplied as a collateral and how much money you're borrowing against it. So the more money you borrow against your collateral, the lower your health factor is going to be. So what you want to avoid is borrowing so much money that it will get you close to liquidation. So for instance, if I come in here and I say, hey, I want to borrow $7,000, you'll notice that my health factor is going to drop from 5.16 to 1.15. And anything under 1.0%, it means you're getting liquidated. So if you get liquidated, some of your collateral is gonna get sold so you can repay part of your debt, but you're also gonna have to pay a fee on that liquidation, which actually hurts. Another thing that makes it worse is that if you bought your asset at a higher price and you're getting liquidated at a lower price, then you're gonna be in the negative and you're gonna realize it. So the best way to avoid this is to always have a number in your mind based on your risk appetite that shows how low are you willing to go. Me personally, I'm okay with 1.3. Anything below that, I have to watch it closely. If you want to forecast how much money you can safely borrow, you can always go back in DeFi Orbit. In here, we can see that we have a 5.14 health factor. And if you want to break it down, let's say to 1.5, you can see that you can safely borrow about $5,000 and you will have no problems. So this is going to help you strategize how much money you can borrow and where you can deploy to make some extra income. Number 2, do not forget to enable E mode or efficiency mode when it applies. So for instance, in here, if we go back to the dashboard, you'll notice that I have some Ethereum. And if I open it right now, my max LTV is about 80%. That's how much I can actually borrow, up to 80% of it. And my liquidation penalty is about 5%. Now, if I were to enable E mode, you'll notice that my LTV will actually increase to 90%, so I can borrow up to 90% of what I'm supplying, and my liquidation penalty will be 2%. In addition to that, my liquidation threshold will actually increase to 93% as well. So that means, in simple terms, if I were to get liquidated, I will actually pay less fees and I can actually borrow more against my assets. So how do you do that? Really simple. Just come back here, click dashboard. In here, you're gonna find an option. You're gonna turn it on, enable E mode, and then we can select ETH correlated assets. So if I enable this, I can borrow more Ethereum against my Ethereum. This could be useful for looping or useful for any other strategy where I can get another asset that is paired with Ethereum. And yeah, that's one thing that you can do. The same applies to stable coins. And on the downside, if you do this, just remember that you won't be able to borrow other assets. So if you want to borrow other assets that are not correlated, then you're going to have to turn off E mode. But if this is what you want to do, then this is great. Number 3, not reviewing your health factor frequently. So this is the mistake that cost me a lot of money. I was not paying attention to my loans, and because of mistake that I did on my spreadsheets, I thought I was good. And next thing I know, you guys already know what happened. So the best way to avoid this is to actually go on Aave and review your health factor as frequently as possible. The lower it is, the more attention you should be paying to. I know that there is a problem when you have like multiple wallets and you also have like multiple markets. It gets harder to track. And to help you with that, if you go on DeFi Orbit, with just one click, you can see all of your loans, all of your markets across every single wallet that you own in one place. Number 4, forgetting that you can actually pay your loans using your collateral. So this is actually something that I forgot to mention during the crash course. If you have a loan open and you actually owe money, you have two different ways of paying that loan. Number one, if you come in here and you click repay, you'll find an option called wallet balance. What that means is that if you were to have any USDC on your wallet, you can use fresh money to pay down your debt. And as a result, your health factor is always gonna go up because you're bringing in new money and you're not touching your collateral. Option number two, if your health factor is actually decent, let's say over 3.0, you can come into collateral and then you can take some of the assets that you supplied, let's say Ethereum or USDC, so we can do $50, and you'll be able to pay some of the loan by selling some of your supply. So as a reminder, by doing this, you're now actually supplying less, so your health factor could be affected temporarily. But if you have enough runway and you're actually not that close to liquidation, you can always do it. So you don't have to go crazy looking for new cash. You can just use whatever you have in there. Hold up. Before I keep going with the rest of the pro tips, I need to ask you for a favor. If you're enjoying this video and you find it helpful, please don't forget to hit subscribe and like it as well. That'll help us increase our reach, help more people, and support our educational content creation journey. Thank you. Okay, so now that we're done with the don'ts, let's proceed with the do's. Number one, claim your rewards. So if you go into Aave, you'll notice that we have some rewards available in here. In this case, we have $4.18 that you can claim. The way that you accumulate those rewards is by actually taking on promotions. So in here, for instance, you can see that the APY is about 3.66%, right? But right under it, we can see a little purple icon. If we click on the purple icon, we can see that the actual APY is 5.68%. But there is an incentive going on right now where you get 2.02% in cash back, which brings down the total APY to 3.66. So in simple terms, you're still paying 5.68% interest on that USDC, but because you're getting that cash back, it brings us down to 3.66. So this program is being ran by Merkl. So you can go into Merkl, here it is, and see all the incentives that are actually happening. If you're a liquidity provider, then you might find some extra incentives that you didn't know that you were qualified for. So it's always good to look up Merkl, come into dashboard, connect your wallet, and see what else is available. For instance, check this out. I just noticed that we have $5.80 available to claim because I didn't know that I had this promotion going on. So Merkl, you can come in here and claim it, or you can just go into Aave and click claim. Number 6, of course, track everything through DeFi Orbit. So as I already mentioned before, if you have multiple wallets and if you have multiple markets, through DeFi Orbit, you can come in here, click lending and borrowing, and within seconds, you're gonna have a holistic overview on every single market that you have capital on. So you can see your health factor, you can see how much money you're currently paying in interest, how much you're making in interest, and you can even come in here and leave notes in case you wanna set a reminder on what you took on some debt. Also, if you do LP, this is where we shine even more. So if you have money on Uniswap, Orca, Aave, Aerodrome, BFAT, or River Finance, just come in here, connect, read only, so we're not gonna sign anything. You don't have to sign any smart contract, and within seconds you can see all of the information about your pools, from estimated weekly yield, daily, monthly, pending yield, historical transaction, historical balance, at what price you did this action, how much money have you claimed, yield generated, literally everything. So this is the perfect spot for people that are into liquidity providing and also do lending and borrowing. And for this week only, we're actually gonna open the access. So if you're watching this video, you can bypass the invite code. Just make sure that you use the link in the description so you can get that promotion. It also comes with 7 days for free, no credit card, any type of payment required. You sign up, enter the wallet that you want to track, and you'll be in the game. These 6 tips will save you from the most common Aave mistakes and will help you maximize your returns. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. And if you want to track your Aave positions like I do, check out DeFi Orbit, link in that description. See you in the next one.